Hi, I'm Tepe Fukuda from the open source team in Akka Security. First of all, let me introduce myself a little. I developed Tribi, which is a vulnerability scanner for containers. I developed the software as a hobby on a long vacation last year and published it on GitHub. It received some attention from developers and corporations widely around the world. Eventually, an Israeli company, Akka Security, came across my software and offered me a position within their company. So, I decided to take up the great opportunity to join this successful startup, Aqua. And this is why Trivi and I are here. Thank you for allowing me to introduce myself. Let's move on. Today, I'll be talking about my new tool, Cobb. Cobb is a tool that is used to measure benchmarks continuously in CI/CD. I named it Continuous Benchmark, CB, like CI/CD. Cobb compares the benchmarks between the head commit and the previous commit. If your commit makes the performance worse, it fails with exit code 1. It means Cobb detects the poor performance automatically. You have to write some benchmarks yourself, of course, but once you write it, all you have to do for a continuous benchmark is to introduce Cobb in your CI job. Let's move on to an example. This is a result of running Cobb. Cobb shows if your commit makes the performance better or worse. As you can see, the red percentage illustrates how much worse the performance is compared to the previous commit. And the blue percentage indicates how much better it is. And this section shows how to introduce Cobb to your CI. You can see details on README for GitHub Actions, Travis CI, and Circle CI. This is a section of examples. You can pass any argument to a go test command, such as -bench and -bench memory and -count. If you want to run specific benchmarks only, you can use the -bench option to filter benchmarks. In this case, the benchmarks including append are executed. It's the same as a go test command. There is a variation in benchmarks depending on the status of CPU and memory, even if you don't change code at all. For example, another process is using a lot of CPU or memory. In that case, the performance is going to be worse. Yeah, you might see 10% or 20% better or worse performance using benchmark, even on source code which has not been edited. In that case, you can use threshold option, which means how much worse can be accepted. The default value is 50%, 0.5. When the performance is worse, the test will not fail if the percentage is within 50%. You can specify any value such as 30% or 70%, 0.3 or 0.7. And by default, the head commit is compared to the previous commit. But you may want to compare it with the commit pointed to by the master branch. You can use the -base option for this purpose. In this example, origin master is specified with the base option. So this command compares the head commit with origin master. Okay. And occasionally, you may want to skip running code when you can accept the regression. In this case, if you add skip code in your commit message, it will skip running code. It's like skip CI or CI skip tag. To skip a build in Circle CI, Turbo CI, and other famous CI services, as you know. And actually, I introduced code in our project. It's called Hana under Arca Security. When I opened this pull request, to be honest, I forgot to care about the performance. But code reminded me of the performance with test failures. Okay, as you can see, this test failed. So this result illustrates, in this case, the performance is better, about 100%. But in this case, the performance is much worse for CPU and memory. So I found my pull request made the performance worse in some cases. Then I fixed this issue. Finally, my pull request improved the performance. Yeah, this is the last commit in this pull request. Technically, it's a bit worse in this case for memory, but 4% doesn't matter here. So it can be accepted. Yeah, so that's it. It's as simple as that. You can see more details on README for usage and Q&A. Thank you for watching my video. If you are interested in code, please try it out. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can contact me via Twitter at KNQYF263. Thank you.